Good afternoon and welcome to the Blue Line Metals Edge here for Friday, February 11th. I'm Philip Strebel, Chief Market Strategist at Blue Line Futures. If you haven't checked out our website, it's www.bluelinefutures.com. We encourage you to go click on the research, go to subscribe, register for at least a 2-week trial on the Morning Express. Check it out here. We write a lot about the macro markets, a lot about the economic data that comes out, the key levels that we're looking at on gold, silver, oil, S&P, NASDAQ. And then we also cover all the other markets too. So getting into it right away, we had some big developments a couple hours ago, and it was U.S. National Security Advisor Sullivan. I believe Biden will speak with Putin over the phone, and that also the U.S. believes there's a strong possibility that Putin will issue a go order, but is unaware of the decision. Basically, long story short, they really think something's happening. It could happen before the end of the Olympics, and they are amassing more troops. So created a massive shock geopolitically. So if you go to just get right into it, here's that chart of the S&P 500. Let's see here. Move this down. So we are getting that big higher low. We're breaking down here. We took out that previous low, and it really accelerated as this news story broke. I mean, we were kind of selling off as the day was going on, but again, big acceleration down. Let me try and expand this chart out a bit. And you can see this was kind of the highest levels coming into the start of the session, and then it slowly just eroded lower. And here's that breakdown that we have. So this has all the tall tale signs that this is definitely geopolitical related. You look at things like crude oil. Let's go to a daily chart on that. You can see that oil futures, they jumped up on the front month about $3.5 to $4.5 on this move. So it was an acceleration higher. We almost hit $95. The gold market, which has been very quiet all day, not doing much of anything, bam, that thing breaks out right at this trend resistance here. I don't know if the resistance is going to hold anymore with this new geopolitical news. I was working, if you're working closely with me, I was working call spreads on the gold market, just missed them by $1. Sometimes, I don't know, I get a little too cheap on things. You know, you cut corners and you make little mistakes. So I'm working buys on the gold on these breakdowns at these key levels, which many of you I called and we put these things in. So we don't have any fills here going on the gold market. What we are doing really good on is the short S&P. We took a lot of profits on that banking against these lows here. And now with the market selling off more, many of you guys have put spreads on the S&Ps. And those go out to June, so you don't have to worry about those. You could tell that this conflict is over in Europe because of the fact the euro currency is going straight down. You could see the Japanese yen. I don't think I have it in this setup here. I don't feel like putting it in right now, but Japanese yen going up to new highs. Wheat futures breaking out to the upside into the close. That was pretty huge. Here's a chart of the wheat. Bam, that thing's breaking out. If they invade and they shut down the Black Sea, wheat export's going to be cut off. Wheat could go right through the roof here. So here's another interesting one. Treasury yields reversing. They're coming back up here. So the yields are compressing. Remember, if they go to war and everything, they're not going to be able to do all these interest rate hikes. So that's probably why gold gets that reaction higher. And also, silver came up a bit, not too much. The other commodity to watch is palladium. Palladium shot up as well. And remember, they produce most of the palladium here. That's pulling platinum up with it at the moment. So a lot of action in the markets, a lot of madness right now. So be careful with your trading if you're doing this. Be careful trading to the long side on the S&P. Be careful shorting gold if you're going to do things like that. Just be aware of the situation. Don't chase. Let the market come to you. Trade with the trend. Use stop orders. Use calculated risk options. If I was going to counter trend trade this thing, like on the NASDAQ, and I'm trying to pick a bottom or on the S&P, how am I going to do it? I'll buy a call option. I'll stick my toe in the water with a micro contract. That's the way you trade so you don't get ran over and killed. Preserve and protect your capital. That's what we always say. So if you have any questions, futures options trading, reach out, give us a call, 312-858-7303. Remember, futures and options trading does involve risk of loss, may not be suitable to all investors. Good luck, good trading.